things that has always stood out for me about Linda, and one of the lessons I'll take wherever I go, is her true caring for people. She's always been very clear that she puts people first, and she always makes inquiries about how people are doing, and she genuinely cares, and it sets a great tone not just for CHPA, the association, but also for how she relates to the board. And I think it's one of the enduring legacies that she'll leave for this organization.
But the best part about Linda, and I think if we can find more individuals like this, is her commitment to her staff. As a president, she was more than just a boss to us. She treated us all like we were her own family, an extension of her family.
She's done a great job of making sure that we are a team. She insists on that, but then more importantly, she nurtures it and she lives it. And those are just little things, but I think they're really important in helping us go through stressful times as a team and rely on one another.
She made us cohesive. She just had a way of, you know, pulling our strengths. I think Linda is a very passionate leader.
So when I think about Linda, I think incredibly passionate. I also think about Linda in terms of the fact that she has done a fabulous job building a leadership team. Mark of a good leader is build a great team and get out of their way. And if I think about this staff, where the association came from, where it is today, she's just done a fabulous job there.
But Linda is just a terrific people person, and I think that she really gets people to follow her. And any good leader, people will naturally follow them, and I think she's built a strong staff and a loyal staff. But boy, I know they're all going to miss Linda, as we all will. And I think she's been terrific for the association. She's taken us to a whole new level.
You know, probably the greatest thing about Linda is how emotional she is, and that she really shows her heart on her sleeve. And you know, even as I'm sitting here now, I feel like Linda's watching this, and all I want to do is say, "Oh, Linda, don't cry, don't cry."
The most fun I had with Linda through the 8 years was attending the NACDS annual meeting. Learned many years ago in my early sales experience at Kodak that when your boss came to town, you worked 7 to 7 and made sure they were exhausted when you put them on the airplane, and then you could do whatever you wanted to do after that, get your rest. And Linda, the competitor that she is, wanted more meetings every year after that. We worked from 7 to 7, and then Jake got to participate a little bit at the dinners, but I'm sure that he was a bit lonely and probably blames that on me.
Around August 2005, I got on my cell phone, mobile, how they call it in England, I got a text message from Linda. "Heinz, I may have a job for you." My first response was, of course, "Linda, are you kidding?" And then she said, "Actually, I'm not kidding." And she told me a little bit, and it was all text messages, a little bit more about this open position here. And actually, I got quite excited about it.
Linda was so much fun to work with. And in fact, I delayed my retirement decision actually by several years because I liked working with her so much. And it was really hard to say goodbye. And you know you're lucky when you have something that's so good that it's so hard to say goodbye.
And one of the things was the keg races. And you basically sat on a keg, a beer keg, and had handles. And it was motorized. Look over, and there's Linda and Jake. And they're headed over to these keg races, all 6 foot plus feet of them in these little kegs. And they get on, and Jake loses control. He tips over. He gets into Linda's lane, and here's her soulmate, her buddy. She swerves. She gets around him. She gets a little ahead. She looks back, looks at him. She smiles, and she just takes off and leaves him in the dust.
Hi, Linda. Congratulations on your retirement. While I'm sure the next president will be a strong leader and good for the organization, there's no way that he or she and I are going to have the same things in common that you and I seem to found that we have in common. For example, we both love cats. We each have 2. We both drove the same car, the red Saab convertible. And more than that, we share the same birthday.
It was funny. I had the good fortune of being on the search committee when we found Linda, or Linda found us, and I knew that she was the right choice.
Well, I think one of the things that Linda has done to really affect the culture of CHPA and leave behind a really strong organization is to foster true collaboration among our member companies, always pushing our member companies to recognize what's in the collective good and what's in their collective best interest and bring them together behind those goals. It's been a hallmark of her time here at CHPA, and it's reflected in a number of our major programs that will continue past her time.
Certainly had some fun times in kind of battling ingredient items and trying to keep those on the market, good products that consumers needed, whether it was pediatric cough cold products, whether it was dextromethorphan with the DEA, or even some of the pseudoephedrine initial legislation where we had a great product that was certainly being abused, and trying to work through those situations. I thought you showed great character, great leadership in leading all of the association companies through those hard times and bringing us together in one uniform approach.
So I think Linda will have many legacies as she moves on into her retirement, but one of them at CHPA will certainly be her exposing and building CHPA's brand with the retail community.
The other thing is she had great accessibility to the FDA, and I really enjoyed having staff from the FDA come in and talk with our various meetings. I thought that was quite impressive.
Starting the foundation has been a great legacy of hers, and she fought very hard to really show our members that we needed to be about education and we needed to be the leader.
If you think about the sophistication, the complexity of the type of issues we're dealing with, and the fact that CHPA is at the forefront of these issues, it really is a great testament to her leadership.
Hi Linda, the Reagan Science Department wishes you all the best.
I join everybody in wishing her and Jake the happiest of retirements in New Mexico and wherever their world travels take them.
Linda, the Corporate Development Department has thrived under your tutelage. You've encouraged out-of-the-box thinking, and we will miss your strong leadership and, more than that, your friendship. And because you're not fully ensconced in retirement, we're setting up some meetings with dietary supplement manufacturers in this greater Southwest. We hope that's okay with you.
In fact, Linda, this manufacturer is actually in Albuquerque, and they're a nutritional supplement manufacturer of tumbleweed supplements. And I know that you'll probably want to go on that board very quickly. I would just like to say I hope you go on several of our members' boards, both active and associate, so that we can see you regularly.
Goodbye and good luck.
Goodbye and good luck.
Linda, in honor of your retirement, for the first time ever, the whole state government relations staff is together at the same time in one room. And since we're never here, we wanted to just quickly reintroduce ourselves. I'm Mandy.
I'm Red.
I'm Carlos.
I'm Star.
I'm Barbara.
Best
wishes for your retirement.
So it seems to me on next week's agenda we really
Wait a minute, shouldn't we have Linda here for this?
Oh, and Linda's not here.
Linda,
we miss you already.
Linda, from all in the corner of the world, we just want to say we love you, we'll miss you, and Godspeed.
And the next CHPA meeting will be at Las Citas, New Mexico.
Linda has a big heart, a great brain, and she plays well with others. Linda, we'll miss you.
All right, guys, I have big news. Linda's retiring. What are we gonna do? Elizabeth?
Okay, I'll get some talking points together. I'll send them to you for review, and then I'll get a draft press release for everybody.
Great, great.
I'll reach out to allies. They're going to be devastated.
Absolutely.
I'll start working on an invite right away.
Perfect.
I'll do the alert story. You know, I got an idea. Let's do a video.
Way down here